14 in a row will not be the headline maker tomorrow. And I think the chasing pack will have a little more cause for encouragement.
Once more, the lane braces itself for this timeless capital collision. This quarrel for the generations, this eternal, ongoing parochial spat, whose consequences at the dawn of 2017 stretch way beyond the bounds of Greater London. In Liverpool, one can, Spurs can. And regardless of its critical context, it is already a history-making game of the modern era, the first fixture to reach its 50th edition in the Premier League age. Behind a slightly changed defence, they did get to rehearse a back three at Watford on Sunday, and now Jan Vertonghen returns from suspension to replace Kevin Wimmer. Kyle Walker is also back from a ban, and Moussa Dembele from a rest. Kieran Trippier and Son Heung-min drop out. Dele Alli has 5 goals in the 3 Christmas games up to now, one of the form players in the league just now, as indeed, of course, is Harry Kane, Tottenham's derby specialist, with 3 goals in his last 2. And of the outfield subs, 6 of them, only Moussa Sissoko didn't play any part at Vicarage Road. 3 have included a Thibaut Courtois clean sheet, an extraordinary record that he shares with these 3 undroppable defenders. Gary Cahill, remember, sparked the Chelsea comeback in May's Battle of the Bridge. Nemanja Matic was given most of New Year's Eve off, but returns in place of Cesc Fabregas. Victor Moses, the match winner at the Bridge in November. And Pedro, who was suspended for the Stoke game, reclaims his position at the expense of Willian. Which just leaves the Premier League's top marksman, Diego Costa. He has the bench. And so, for those who gorge on the Premier League, the last and perhaps the richest course of the Christmas-New Year feast. The 40th and final game in little more than a fortnight. The path of Eden Hazard, who drags it right across the face. First big opening is a Chelsea opening, and the key to it was Nemanja Matic.
Well, I mean, Tottenham just get caught, and it's always the area when you play this system between the widest centre-back and the wing-back, and Hazard has exploited that already. Lovely ball from Matic. The angle isn't brilliant by the time he gets to the ball, but he still could have done a little better.
The scorer of Leicester's title-winning goal. He's nicked it through for Kane, and outrushed Courtois.
Well, it's Dembele at his best, because he loves to do that, drop the shoulder and go past people. And he just shrugged off Conte to begin with, and in the end, it's a lovely little idea. But
first yellow card of the night.
Yeah, and again, I think he knew. He's just gone and kind of tapped hands with Danny Rose, but unnecessary. Stay on your feet and just try and marshal him.
Eriksson plays it back in. It's hit the post and bounced out for Costa.
I mean, it is a wonderful opportunity, and kind of Pedro more or less shows him where he wants it, and he's got no chance of getting that. And I think Diego Costa's saying that I wanted you to kind of move to my left.
For Tottenham, Kane's gone with him. Eriksson hit it, and wasn't a long way wide.
And speaking of Stamford Bridge, that was a reminder of what he did in managing the opening goal. Then it's a poor ball by Conte, and you really expect him to hit the target. Somebody that can produce the quality he has. Wasn't that far away, but he should have been testing Courtois.
David Luiz, always high.
He just didn't get the extra little bit of dip he was hoping for.
Quite deliberate tug back on Christian Eriksen. He takes his medicine without complaint.
Well, another little reminder that the Six Nations is upcoming soon.
Are Denmark in it this year?
Not quite.
Rose with depth, Dyer around the back, Courtois plunged and got a palm on it. Vertonghen.
Otherwise he would have just come and taken that. and it wasn't. And Vertonghen shouldn't have been allowed to get on the end. Sorry, Dyer shouldn't have been allowed to get on the end of that.
So indeed it is.
No, the game not been helped either by the frequency of the free kicks just now. It's not the worst.
Alonso backpedaling, Eriksen for support. It's Eriksen's cross, it's Dele Alli! It's 1-0 Tottenham! The boy's flying right now, he's flying! Everywhere he goes! A derby that thirsted for a goal has its breakthrough goal! Bang on half-time! Dele Alli again for Spurs!
Well, I mean, I'm looking at Victor Moses, thinking, well, he sees the danger in front of him, surely he'll go there. But I think Rose just popping up outside him just distracted him for a second. But the guy who's delivered the ball, Eriksen, has looked the kind of classiest in terms of Tottenham going forward. And he's delivered a peach of a cross. It's not the worst header in the world either, is it? That's a cracker.
Dele card, it concerns him not. Costa, Pedro, beyond Costa, could land again for Pedro.
His compatriot. But when this comes in, Diego Costa, I mean, it's very well challenged by Alderweireld. Deals with it really well, and you know, he should have made more of that. I just wonder whether he was slightly distracted because he thought Vertonghen was going to make a move towards him.
Eriksen. Walker. Late perhaps by Alonso, referee waved it on. Eriksen played it on, and Dele Alli scored! The Prince of White Hart Lane, Dele Alli, quite unstoppable now. 2 goals in each of 3 games running for Dele Alli, and Chelsea are 2 behind down the lane.
Well, it's the same double act. Again, it's Eriksen delivering a beauty. I mean, the referee could have blown up for that because Alonso looked as if he was late. But he decided to let it go on, and I think it is good refereeing. And it's another fantastic ball in from Eriksen. And Dele Alli, well, I mean, he's got it in the air, hasn't he? Not a problem, he's got the height. And again, Chelsea are embarrassed at the fact that he was given the freedom to get one away. And it's brilliantly taken, back where it came from. One to come across. No, it looks like it's going to be the same, and Pedro is going to play it left wing back.
Well, Willian's been in decent shape, of course, and would consider himself certainly one of the unlucky ones. Not increasingly impinging on the Spurs team from the fringes. At the expense on this occasion of Moussa Dembele. Harry Winks coming off the Tottenham bench for the 13th time. This reception for Cesc Fabregas is that which is especially reserved at White Hart Lane for those once in the employ of Arsenal.
Kante's passing, I think, was on the loose side of things tonight. He just brings guile and that creativity now.
Went past 100 Premier League assists against Stoke. But it is going to be Moses who has withdrawn, and the young Belgian striker Michy Batshuayi represents the last throw of the Chelsea dice. The start of the season at Watford, and an alteration too for Spurs. Dele Alli still struggling after the injury he sustained in the face of Nemanja Matic, but ringing in his ears now the endorsement of all folk Tottenham. He is their man.
Well, he looks like being the match winner right now. A standing ovation.
manager has much to embrace him about. 7 goals over Christmas for Dele Alli.